Do you want to send Robux to your friends without Roblox Premium? Well, today in this video, I'm going to go over how to send Robux for free to friends in 2021 without Premium. Welcome back to Roblox Future. Let's get into the video. Product development. What are friends for if not to help a poor damsel in distress like you skirt the system and send a couple of Robux as bailout to some other damsel in distress? This is your other friend. Now, this trick may be a little sketchy and certainly carries a lot more risk than it would if you were to purchase a premium account and send Robux to your buddy the easy way, but who are we kidding? When have we ever backed down from a little risk and a little danger? With this undefeatable spirit residing within us, we shall take our first step and invest some of our existing Robux into a brand new account. Now, it is critical to note that the new product must be meeting the Roblox guidelines, which you can access on the main website, namely www.roblox.org, where the officials over at Roblox HQ in Arizona will be shut down in a sale and blacklist you from their servers indefinitely. And that is something you definitely do not want. Once your product is ready, you will need to put it on the market immediately before a similar product catches up, and your product gets struck down due to copyright infringement. For a sale to go through, 2 of the 3 criteria must be met, by all means necessary, and that is something you shall have to ensure, or your product can be on the market for a very long time. The product must be relevant to the assigned game, it must be of use to the consumer, and it must have a viability rating of 4 and above. Moreover, it is increasingly critical that the price of the product must be an odd number, so if a whole number of Robux is used to purchase it, you have to give the customer change. Fulfilling these prerequisites ensures your product climbs up the charts and becomes visible to the consumer. Now is the time your damsel in distress is going to come in handy, because we are going to fix the sale and have him purchase your product at a whole number. The change that is left outstanding can be forgiven by you, and voila, your friend is going to find himself with some extra Robux in his account and a brand new product that is bound to improve his gaming experience and make him a better player than he ever was before. Now we need to come down to the risk, because it is essential for you to know them if you even have a chance at avoiding them. First of all, fixing a sale on Roblox is against the ethics code they had you sign when you made your account, remember? Of course you don't, because you were too excited by the notion of finally having an account on this cool platform to show off to your friends. Now it has come back to haunt you, and that is why, kids, we never sign something we don't quite understand. If Roblox catches wind of your little tricks, they will terminate your account without a doubt. So whatever you do not repeat this trick too often, or you will show up on their radar. And if they see that it is the same group of accounts that are purchasing from you, you can consider your little treacherous account as good as gone. Secondly, there is always the additional risk of your friend delaying the sale and some other buyer purchasing the product, at which point it is going to cost you a lot of Robux. If you can coordinate and plan your activities to avoid the brunt of both these inevitable and dangerous risks, then you are bound for one heck of a game. You are most welcome.
Alright, so actually what it's going to do is it's going to connect it to a function, okay, but it's not an event. Just don't worry, okay? Basically, alright, place, because we need to upload the dev products to Roblox, so let's go ahead and publish to Roblox. Here we go, and then I'm going to go ahead and just hit create new, and then we're going to name it
Game Pass donation. This method requires 2 things that are incredibly difficult to come across. But we, being the optimist losers we are, still expect you to have them and make your life and our life a heck of a lot easier. Firstly, it requires a friend with creativity and a drive to do whatever it takes to get a heavy payday. They need valor and grit and must be willing to put in the time and the effort to go to the ends of the earth and back to get what they've been aspiring for so long. And secondly, it requires you to have a large heart, one that you can use to do whatever it is you need to do. To help out a friend who is in dire need of your assistance and charity, now that all you have what you need, we are going to get right underway and tell you how to carry out this difficult task. Be warned, because the amount of collateral you could suffer can change the way you view the platform forever. Alright, so the first thing you have to do is talk to your friend and ask him or her to commence work on developing a new game. Now, if your friend has the grit that we expect him to have, he will jump at the chance of doing something even remotely related to Roblox, and if he doesn't, well, you might as well move on to the very next method, because what is the point? But on the off chance that he is, you need to know that this might take a lot of time, but the rewards are just as large. Once the game reaches its post-production stage, what you need to do is to convince your friend that he or she needs to keep a Game Pass according to the exact amount you are willing to send to them. Once the Game Pass is set, what you need to do is swiftly purchase the Game Pass, and your friend will find themselves with the intended amount on their account before they have a chance to say Robux. This method is time-consuming and a little skill-oriented, as your friend needs to be predisposed in making effective gameplay to set a Game Pass price high enough as the amount they are looking for. But make no mistake, this hack can be repeated as many a time as you guys with whatever frequency you guys deem fit. And no one at Roblox HQ can do anything about it, as this method is perfectly legal and there is not an iota worth of crime or shady ethical behavior in the gray here. So enjoy, and thank you, little lucky stars, that we are in your corner, because we are definitely going to have your back no matter what. trade your limited items. Alright, we are back into sketchy territory as we have another method that is not technically illegal, but will definitely raise a lot of eyebrows back at Roblox HQ due to its great characteristics and bold maneuvering. Also, it requires a huge sacrifice on your part as well, but we figured that if you were willing to go through all these methods to send a minuscule amount of Robux to your lazy friend who is too incompetent to earn some for him herself, all without spending any money on a Roblox premium account, then you probably are charitable enough to pull this method off. Without giving a second thought to the sacrifice you might have to make and the thing you will be giving up, you poor lamb, trust us when we tell you, you have our utmost sympathies and condolences. This method requires you to drop your limited item that you may have earned after months or even years of gameplay for your friend to pick up and sell off so they earn themselves some Robux. Now you may think we have lost our minds for us to even suggest this to you, and if you do, we thoroughly understand. But before you lose your cool and refuse to associate with us ever again, hear us out. It's not as bad as you think, as you can always get more limited items, whereas a loss of actual Robux can leave you destitute for quite a bit of time until the next opportunity rolls around. It is a gamble for sure, but guess what? So is life. Also, we still have not added the cherry on top, the risks associated with this endeavor, the least of which is of the officials over at Roblox catching wind and bringing your entire account under scrutiny. You may lose your limited item to another player, who may swoop in or teleport to collect your limited item and run off. These kinds of heists happen all the time in Roblox, and worst of all, it's not even a crime to do something like this. So there is little you can do about it except rely on the off chance to run into the same player who stole your item and challenge them to a duel, and hope to everything you hold sacred that they accept. If they do not, then not only will you have lost your only shit at helping out a friend in need, but you'll also be short of an extremely rare limited item. Our advice, do not rely on this method. If any of the other methods work for you, try them out first, even if they are taking longer, as losing a limited item is not worth the risk of saving a few weeks of your time. Because the time you will need to regain the item if you lose it to the thief player will be much more. If none of the aforementioned methods work for you, then rely on this one, but only as a last resort. And if you see some shady avatar following you around or circling you or your friend, abort the mission immediately and wait for a more suitable time. May the light and the force be with you on this noble endeavor, brave soldier. March on.
This face, yes, it does sell under 20 times a day, but it's an amaze face. They always do well anyway, so yeah, I'll go ahead and get that as well. If you guys are looking for an item under 2,000 Robux, 3,000 Robux, 4,000 Robux, and then 5,000 Robux, right? And if you have above 5,000 Robux, I don't know, you are rich and you can just keep watching, I guess. But with that said, though, you're gonna put your pay on that item. So, by the way, if you guys have no idea what terms I'm saying, check out my trading guide for beginners. I'll link it in the description as well. I go over like a lot of things that beginner traders should
Use the glitch. This one is something that the officials over at Roblox would want to keep on the hush. But thank all the Roblox avatars you pray that you have to us, because we discovered a glitch in the Roblox cash counter, a glitch that would change the way you view the game, and possibly help you exploit the market to your advantage. Now there is little doubt about the fact that as soon as Roblox touches wind of this tiny glitch, they are likely to take us on to the cleaners, wipe down the game and fix it, so before they do, get your little fingers on the busy train and exploit it like you have never exploited anything ever before. The glitch is that if you pass the invisible wall into the mountainous region, they're always visible from the little blue town that you've grown so accustomed to. You'll unlock a trading system that is only available to premium members. Absolutely free of cost, which brings us to our next method. Bypass the invisible wall. The invisible wall has been the dread of many gaming enthusiasts on many different gaming platforms. If it were not for the invisible wall, well, the game could not possibly be confined to this budget allocated for graphics and gameplay. And no matter how successful it is in the consumer market, it will cost a lot less to the game developers. However, what many players, and sometimes even the developers, do not know is that the invisible wall is not impenetrable, and with a little skill and a little gameplay technique, it can be bypassed. What lies beyond the invisible wall is a mystery in all other games but Roblox. Beyond the invisible wall, you can use the trading system to simply transfer Robux into your friend's account, just like using an ATM. Now, how to bypass the invisible wall. To bypass the invisible wall, choose a flying pet from your arsenal, climb aboard, and then fly across the little blue town to the mountain areas until you reach the invisible wall. When that happens, use your pet to start flying up and continue to do so until you break the barrier of the invisible wall. There you'll find a trading system just waiting for you to steal and store, and since this is the official Roblox storage space, they won't even know it's missing because the server automatically replaces any perished items. All this method requires is a little skill and a little technique, and you'll be able to send some Robux to your friends absolutely free of cost.
Hey guys, today I will be showing you how to make invisible walls in Roblox Studio. Okay, so what you want to do, and then you need to scale it, and then just make it how long as you want. You can even just, okay, I'm over here now, and like I can See, yeah, it already like fell down. But if we go,
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.